Hi and welcome to Neo's Makeup. I'm Neo and today I'm going to be doing a mostly full, it's going to be a full face of Wet n Wild and most of it is new. I'm looking, the bronzers are not new, the concealer's not new, the setting spray's not new. And the highlighter's technically not new, but I haven't used it. So basically, what this is honestly, I'm going to be very frank. Wet n Wild is one of my favorite brands, and if not my favorite brand. And they've been putting out a lot of stuff lately, and a lot of it's just really good, and some of it I just haven't had a chance to try yet on camera. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do a full face of Wet n Wild. Why? Because I love Wet n Wild. um, I do have like I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I have like three different palettes. Like right here, I have two of their tin pans, one of their quads from the Rebel Rose collection, which I love this one. I want to use it so badly. I have not touched these, but I've been eyeing this one to use it for a while. This one, I'm like, ooh, I like it. Ooh, I just realized it has like a very nice like dark green. Ooh. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I don't have the new bronzers. The bronzers I have are from the Dragon collection. I still don't even know what lip color I'm going to use, so I don't even have a lipstick pulled out here. I actually have two sets of Wet n Wild lashes because I'm like, these I'm going to have to stack. And I need to stop rambling, so let's just get right into this. So, like always, the first thing I always do is brow. So let me grab my brow stuff. So I'm going to take the newer, is the Wet n Wild brow, Color Icon, right? I think it is the Color Icon Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to real quickly fill in my brows. Oh my gosh, I just thought about it. This is the first time I do like a full face on camera in a while. The one thing is, it's 2.5 grams of product, which is not a lot compared to like what I've been using for the past like year, which is literally double. But then again, this is a very like, I don't know, it's hard to describe this brow pomade. So I have actually never used this. This is the eyeshadow primer by Wet n Wild. This is a mini that came in a holiday set. It looks like it might separate a little bit. So let me shake it up, get everything going. Okay, no, that just looks like that's how it is. Okay, let me take that and just place that on my lid. I'm kind of scared. Real quickly, I'm going to set this eye using Brulee by Wet n Wild. Obviously, everything's by Wet n Wild today, so that's a given. I am scared. Okay, so I think it only looks scary and feels scary, but I mean, Brulee performs basically the same, so that's okay. Let's go back. Let's do this side now. Like, look at that. It just stays. That's, ugh. I don't know why that bugs me. Oh my gosh, this is already a mess. Um, ooh, I can feel the side like tightening. Uh, Yikes, I am not liking this. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go off camera and restart this because no, no, no. And this I can feel. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I'm back. That was a mess. This eye, trying to take off that primer with the creme brulee, not creme brulee, the brulee I put on top, it was like trying to sand it off. It was already like that dry. So never tried this before, never going to use it again. And I would never give that to like anyone. So instead, I'm not sure if I should go in with my liquid eyeshadow or my concealer. Because I know how color lays down on it, I'm going to take the Liquid Catsuit cream eyeshadow in Camelback and use that as a primer today. And I'm going to blend it out using my finger. Okay, there we go. This is going to be that type of video. I'm going to go crazy. I just know it. Okay. So like I said, that color does dry down matte, so I don't actually need to set it. So I think I'm going to use the Stop Playing Safe palette, which is this one, because I just want to, honestly. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top transition shade and place that high above my crease. Now I want to take this shade right here. It's a little more red. I'm going to use that, just like go right below. You know me. I like to layer up the shadows just to like get very nice transitions and everything. Okay, I hate doing this. I always like to stick to one palette whenever I do looks, but I have to use this. So I'm going to dip into this red shade. I'm going to try using their little rose brush. Honestly, I feel like I just used the last ones as like transition shades to get into that red. I feel like I needed those transition shades before this red. Okay, I will say I am occasionally hitting the petals with my lid, so that's one thing I'm not a fan of with this brush. No, that's a lot of people's problems with it too. It's so pretty. We're quickly just going to blend. Okay, now I'm going to take the black shade. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to use this palette. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I know this one's pigmented. And I'm going to place it on the outer third. I like this. I am really happy right now. I don't know how much of this is actually getting in the video, so. Okay, I like this a lot. And again, I'm not surprised. I love going with these darker looks. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of redefine the lid. I've been doing that a lot lately, and I've been doing that with this. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take that green shade from that House of Thorns palette and place it on top. Okay, so in person, that looks like a dark emerald, and I love it. So I'm gonna do that on this eye real quick off camera. Okay, so we're back, and I love the eyes. Oh my gosh, on camera it does not look as good as it does in person. In person, it's just like jewel, and like wow. Okay, so I want to use two primers today. The first one is the Mega Jelly, which I still need to open, so let me do that. That's it. It's literally clear jelly. Oh, that's oh. It feels like Jello. Like you, you can see like it's moving around. It's like bouncing around. I'm ooh ooh. It's cooling. Okay. No scent. I forgot the exact benefits. Hold on one second. Let me finish applying it to this area. I'm gonna pull up the benefits of the jelly primer. Introducing Wet n Wild's new Mega Jelly Primer, the hottest way to prep and prime your skin. Supermodels swear by this bouncy gel-like formula that dries to a polished powder finish, taking your skin from lackluster to lustrous in seconds. Non-greasy, non-oily, blah blah blah. Let's see. The cooling formula calms and restores the skin's vitality, so you always look cool, calm, and collected no matter how crazy you may get. It has, let's see. It has glycerin and D-panthenol for deep hydration. Let's see. Huh. So it says you can either use your hands or to use a brush and scoop out a dime-size amount. I didn't use a dime size for this area. I thought it said it was also like pore filling, so I will say, whoa, that is like super tacky. Okay, I'm interested. Now I'm gonna go and use a few drops of this, the Rose Primer Serum, which I love the smell of this. The only thing is that the dropper doesn't get a lot. This is going to use that in areas where I did not add the other one, because this one I think is supposed to be like, they're both like hydration and stuff, so obviously this is supposed to be like the Farsali, while the jelly is just jelly. So real quickly, I'm gonna let that sink into the skin. I'm gonna go grab my sponge, which is actually Wet n Wild, and I'll be right back to take care of foundation. Okay, so I was just reading again about the other primer, the Rose Primer. That one has more moisture and that one's more smoothing. So really, I could have put either anywhere, but I just wanted to try like T-zone for one and the rest of the face for the other. And for the foundation today, I'm going to be using the new foundation stick. I know I always have bad luck when it comes to foundation sticks, but I've seen some people with oily skin review this and be like, oh yeah, it's really nice. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it with the Wet n Wild primers and see how it does. So it's very it's like sticking to the bases very well. So real quickly, let me do that and blend. Which I've seen people use a sponge, and ooh, I don't know about that. Brushes, and it ends up being about the same. Okay, you see that, right? It's like this side has more coverage, looks better than this side. So let me add a little bit more, I guess. Okay, I will say in person it does look a lot better. On camera it is looking paler. Just 100%. Okay, again, I have to say, it looks better in person than it does on camera. And I know it always looks different. Like, okay, so I have a little screen up here that shows me like what this looks like. And it always looks different on that and then on my computer whenever I'm editing. So, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe, like, this doesn't look bad. It doesn't, like, it gives you more like a medium coverage, I would say. which I'm not mad at actually. It has like a demi matte finish. Let me get a little bit on the sponge and just bounce it into places. Okay. Again, the camera is making me like the light. Ooh, that looks like a mask on the camera no matter what. Okay. So, again, in person, it's a good color match. On camera, it looks like I am a ghost. Which is why I sometimes do go down in foundation shades. So, now I know. This one was buff beige. No. Buff beige, which is like buff bisque. Just for some reason they cut out the bisque name. Again, in person, this does not look bad. On camera, it does. So, let me see. I think it has something. I don't see anything about, like, I don't know. I'm confused because it looks good in person. Like, it actually does. It's the first foundation stick that I'm like, I can actually like this. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the concealer, and this is the shade Light Medium Beige Photo Focus Concealer, so let's go. Since we're still at the creams and everything stage, I'm going to take the blush. This is in the shade Rose and Peace. This is a cream blush that goes from black to berry. I have used this already, and I do like it. And yes, I am going a little bit darker with the blush and like a little heavy with it because this is going to be going under powder. So kind of, oh my gosh, it smells like roses. I like it. Hit all the places I normally do with blush, and then just, yeah. I know it looks crazy. Okay. This is going to be a weird look. Now I'm going to take the Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder and set. I know you're probably looking at me like, you look like, yeah, you look terrible. I can tell you again, this looks a lot better in person. I don't know why it doesn't translate well because the blush looks really good. On camera it looks like it's like bad. Foundation looks bad. It's okay. Not gonna lie, it does have a little bit of texture. Not the biggest fan of that. Don't know if that's the foundation or the primer because I did use that different primer here. I do know the serum primer is really nice, so yeah, I don't know. Where was I going to? Just to help real quick, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild matte setting spray, just help melt the powder in. I am drenched. Okay, gonna let that dry real quick. So now that is dry, the powder, the powdery and all the extra texture is gone. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the bronzers. I don't remember which one ever looks good on me, so I'm just going to take a combination of, I take a little bit of Bronze Dynasty and, actually let me start with that one. And to use that, I am taking it on a Wet n Wild brush. Okay, that's a good color. For me, I mean. So yeah, that is Bronze Dynasty. Honestly, whenever I use these, I often like mix all three together. So and it always looks a little much. So I'm glad to just take one today. Why did that get darker? Okay, so now I know not to contour my nose ever again. um, yeah, that did not work out well. But I'm just going to blend that together. Okay, and for highlighter today, I'll be using, this is Moonlit Gleam, which is like a gold green highlighter, which, if you know me, I've been looking for something like this. Oh no, no, wait, hold up. This might be a dupe for Platonic by Publix. Let's see. Yep, okay. Let me just make it even on both sides. So like always, the highlighter looks great. My only problem, the dark cast. That always happens, so that one has like a silver base to it. Real quickly, I'm gonna have to run and find a different one wild highlighter I can use. I will not have that dark cast. You know what, I think I'm going to grab, since I have them handy close by. Okay, so this one is Written in the Stars. This one is a icy pink. Okay, so I know that is too much and I need to blend that out. Like, oh my god, is that reflective and pretty? Like, you can't even see, like, the true color of it because of the lights. Like, there you go. Now you can see that. That is a lot. Okay, blend. Okay, so okay, so it's a lot low, but hey, you know what? Better than a lot than none. Okay. Now we're gonna be going back to the eyes, and that means I'm gonna be curling them and applying the Mega Protein mascara. So while that is drying, I'm going to stack two pairs of the Wet n Wild. These are the Shutterstock eyelashes. So I'm gonna go stack these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I could not. Those lashes are evil. So I'm real quickly going to grab one of my other pairs of lashes. I'm gonna grab one that's not super expensive. Probably gonna use Genuine Ken, honestly. So I'm gonna go put those on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm sorry about having to switch up the lashes, but these are a lot better. By the way, these are Genuine Ken in Nightshade. They just have like a lot of volume to them. Anyway, back to the eyes. I'm going to do my usual thing where I go like the black, the red, and then the other transition colors I used, and smoke them out. So yeah, let me do that real quick. Okay, and to highlight for the inner corner, I'm going to take this kind of bronzy shade and pop that right there. Okay, so that was very dark. So instead, I'm going to take this kind of goldish metallic. And just to add a little extra bit more, the highlighter I used. For waterline, I'm going to be using this On Edge Longwear eye pencil in the shade Sapphire and Ice. Lately, I've been enjoying not doing lower lash mascaras, but with how dark my under eyes are right now, I'm not going to apply lower lash mascara. Now I need to decide what to do for the lips, so I'm going to be right back. So I will be using one of the liquid cat suits. This is in the shade Kiss of Death, which I think is a little bit similar to Hexcellent that was during during their like Halloween collection. So let me quickly apply this. Know this already. I can tell it's more purple. Okay, this is the type of Wet n Wild lipstick I love because that was all one dip. Oh my gosh, is it a little uneven? Yeah. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Real quickly, I'm gonna set my face again using the matte finish setting spray. I'm gonna let down my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are with the finished look, and oh my gosh, I love how this turned out. Like, I'm looking in the mirror because I'm not looking out there because I know I look washed out there. But looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god. Except for a little bit of the lash trying to come up, but otherwise, I'm like, okay, sis. Okay. I'm like, oh my gosh, I like, and again, I'm using like a brand that I love, so it's like all, oh my gosh, I love it. And like I said, on camera, it looks really washed out. In person, the skin looks good except for right here because you saw I messed up and had to redo, and it's what it is. But otherwise, I'm like, oh my god. And the lipstick, oh my gosh, I just. Okay, so I have to say, this quad, I love. This lipstick, I love. The other ones I haven't been able to try. The blush, I really like. Because I know, okay, so my other thing is like I'm trying to give like little quick first impression, but not first impressions because I've used this a few times actually. This I like, and uh, it has like such a nice rose scent to it. I don't know, does liquid lipstick have a rose scent? I don't think it does. Nope, no rose. The primer, the rose serum primer, I really like it because it does like work well with the skin, and like I really do like this. Um, I'm still testing out the toner because that's the more like in-depth skincare item. Uh, but so far I like it. The oil, no, 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 no. Like I know this is like really weird. Like partially going through and like reviewing the Rebel Rose stuff. I'm going to stop. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like me and want to see more, please do subscribe and click that little bell button because every time I see a video, you'll get a notification. Aside from that, I don't know what to say, except I'm also still going to have to try this by itself because I'm not sure I like it, and that's sad because I really wanted this a lot. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.